What is up, fellas? JPS Delivers here. It's kind of been a little bit of a hiatus, around 2 weeks, but hey, I guess that hiatus for my three viewers every video. I guess this hiatus is a little bit more tolerable than what we're about to expect now with the coronavirus news hitting the NBA. And I can tell you what, for someone that does daily fantasy sports every day, and again, I'm not talking like not talking like a guy who's like, yeah, make a fucking $1,000 every week. No, it's a nice little hobby to make a little bit of extra cash, just a little bit. But that was interesting, and just pretty much in a nutshell, it was the most bizarre night I've ever played of daily fantasy. Basically, I mean, out of like the slate of games, it was 6 games, and only 4 went through. I think you had Charlotte, Miami. Charlotte ended up winning, which was, I mean, hey, you could make a case that without the coronavirus, Miami losing at home to the fucking Charlotte Hornets, even without Terry Rozier, even though I do think Devontae Graham is not a superstar or necessarily a star yet, but he's their guy, in my opinion. And I do think he should be Player of the Year, or Most Improved Player of the Year. Just when you're looking at just kind of like with Pascal having a huge jump. I mean, who the fuck was Devontae Graham before this season? I mean, I don't even think he was a guy that was consistently. I mean, he's kind of what Dwayne Bacon has been this season. In that, Malik Monk this year is, compared to Devontae Graham last year, Malik Monk this year is way more of an influence. That's how big of a jump Devontae Graham has played. But last night could have been bizarre enough, knowing that Bam and them still didn't get it done against Charlotte. But then I have a basketball group chat with a couple friends of mine, and I really into daily fantasy sports and like matchups and stuff like that for me. But these guys are just as much into statistics and stuff, and they romantically are into the statistics of this stuff. It was an interesting night to pretty much just have the group chat in general, just all the reaction amongst ourselves. Seb, what the fuck are you doing? Sorry, my bulldog. It's quite interesting. He's cute as fuck, but he needs to check his shit. Hey, cut it out, bud. But yeah, they were just going off about it, and I was sitting there, and I didn't really call it all too much, but I was just like, kind of like had a weird suspicion to, Rudy Gobert hasn't been playing, up to par at least. He's not like a top 5 center in basketball. Maybe he is, but defensively for sure. But this dude he's out last minute, he's questionable, blah, blah. He doesn't even take the 4. Oh, man, we find out he's not even in the arena. I'm like, this game just got postponed. What if Rudy Gobert has the fucking coronavirus? I mean, is it weird enough? I mean, Utah is pretty far west. West Coast has been hit the most, especially Seattle with the coronavirus. And I was like, I'm just going to throw out like a hot take, like a bullshit one that I don't have too much backing. It's just like a suspicion. And not only was that true, Donovan Mitchell has now tested positive, and the fact that you had 20,000 fans, even more, sitting there in Oklahoma, and like, holy shit. Like, it'd be one thing, if the game, like, I was like sitting there, and I was like, this is so weird that OKC is, we haven't heard any news about the Sacramento game, and that was on the West Coast in California, and they've had, now they have law going in that you can't have people gatherings of greater than 250 people. And that's in California. So I'm sitting there like, Sacramento, you haven't heard any news. But the Thunder game and Utah Jazz game has been postponed, and it's like 30 minutes, and you're sitting there and you're like, oh man, like this is so weird. And then bam, it hits. The NBA, not only the game was canceled because of the coronavirus, I was about to say hysteria. No, that's, no. Yesterday was very real about it. But you're sitting here like, holy shit, like, why is and then bam, it hits. NBA league office has pretty much made it official, like 20-30 minutes later, that NBA season has been suspended, put on hold. I don't think the season's going to be canceled, y'all. I really don't. There's just too much money that goes into it. And what I mean by that is, I'm not saying that selfishly for the, instead of putting up, putting at the first priority people's health. But, it's something that we'll be able to treat. We might have to deal with it. We dealt with the swine flu, all these things. We're now living in an age where we're minimizing the possibility of a Spanish influenza and stuff like that we saw in the late 1918 specifically. But it's going to be really interesting. We are now officially, because now all MLB's pushing back their starting day. It feels even right now we will be experiencing the worst feeling of sports. There is no sports on. Baseball fans get to enjoy when basketball is over, and football's been over for months. We already have that, that phase where we're already craving it again. I mean, hell, we're all craving it a week after the Super Bowl's done. I mean, XFL, it's not going to supply enough for us to have that fix. Let's be honest, right? So with that being said, now, we're sitting at a time where we're used to it around, mid-summer time, that holy shit, now all sports are done. NHL was saying yesterday that they're not going to suspend their season. Saw on my phone notifications, yes, officially that is the case, or that is not the case. NHL has been suspended, so it's going to be a really interesting one. Just the best I can say about any of this is that, text your grandparents, man. I mean, give your grandparents a call, see how they're doing. Any of your currently living grandparents, hopefully all your grandparents are still alive today. Just in general, I know a lot of people, even my age, have experienced already grandparents passing away over the years anyways. But with this coronavirus, those are the ones that are on high alert. Give your grandparents a text, give them a call. Just try to do a daily thing with that, because you just never know. I mean, if Rudy Gobert is going to contract it and stuff, and these are NBA players with, really good health, and, that doesn't mean anything's going to happen to him significantly. I mean, hopefully, I hope the best for him. Hopefully nothing happens to any of the players, but they are the healthiest people usually for the most part, what you suspect, physically healthy, in order to, play 30 minutes, 40 minutes a night against some of the strongest people on earth, some of the most athletic people on earth. So just stay in contact with your grandparents. You just never know what could happen in the next couple of weeks, especially the next couple of months and stuff. So, the elderly seem to be the ones, just anyways, with flu and stuff, with viruses in general, that's going to be the case with who get affected the most and have clearly the highest mortality rate. So by all means, just stay in touch with your grandparents. You just never know. You don't want to sit there and regret something for the rest of your life. And it's hard to get over some regrets, and you might as well just stay in touch with them. Stay in touch with your loved ones just in general. Even, amongst 40, 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds, it's a higher rate as well as that we're seeing compared to usual mortality rate. So that's what I have about Corona. Hopefully, after the 30-day evaluation, everything, not that I want NBA, of course we want NBA even tomorrow, even today, want NBA. I mean, it's 5 o'clock right now that I'm recording this. 6 o'clock's usually lock time for lineups and stuff for daily fantasy, and when slates start for the night for NBA, I totally wish NBA was on. But guess what? In 30 days, I hope that everything has subsided, even though I do feel, unfortunately, just because you're seeing a high rate of just increase and stuff, because that's how viruses work, especially an airborne one such as this one, Corona, is that this type of coronavirus is hopefully, with the evaluation by the league and the league owners and stuff like that, we see an NBA within 30 days. It's going to be a 30-day period that they're going to have the reevaluation after. But hopefully, hope the best. Like I said, grandparents, family, everybody, just, text your loved ones, stay in contact with them over the next couple of weeks and months. You just don't want to sit there and regret not doing that. You just never know what's going to happen, right? We all look at the amount of people that pass away with flu and stuff, and we don't really think anything of it. But, other people just in your situation are the ones who are part of that statistic of having relatives who have passed away from those viruses. You have just as much probability of that happening to you, and it's scary, but it's also real. And with that being real, just stay in contact with your loved ones and do the best you can. to just make their day a little bit better. You just never know what could happen. So, D-Russ for this one, we just got the New York Dicks just got knocked out 4-1 to Russ and Capella's Milwaukee Bucks, 4-1. Just trying to wait just to play with D-Russ, but just stayed injured unfortunately, and that leads to us heading into offseason. We're going to see the rest of these series unfold. I did predict Phoenix to beat the Spurs. I picked Memphis, and Memphis won easily. I thought Sacramento was going to be the team out west, but that went to shit. Same thing with Chicago right now, Leonard, and then we'll just have to see, because I thought Giannis and them in Orlando would make it out, but they didn't. So now we will simulate the round, see how it is, and then bam, there you go, my 2 picks. Memphis makes it in. I mean, Curry I think is on that Memphis team. Let's see. Yep, Steph Curry. I mean, Steph Curry teams always do well in simulation for 2K. So there you go. We got Steph Curry's team, Luka, and then Luka's team that we beat in order to make the playoffs last game of the season. That game plays on my page as well if you want to check that out. Don't even know what the commentary is about, but let's simulate this round. Oh, damn, Russ's team. Russ versus Steph would be interesting, but Toronto looks like they're making their move, and they did. It's gonna, holy fuck. Who would have thought that for 2K? I mean, it's fantasy draft, but you'd see Toronto back in it for a repeat, and the T-Wolves, Luka Doncic, Kyle Lowry, KD against Luka. That should be really interesting. Hassan Whiteside is, we'll do Force Win. What? Jesus. No. Simulate round. We got Timberwolves right there. Is Luka Doncic going to win his first title? Oh, no, he does not. KD wins it. KD is MVP. Look at that, 40 badges right there. Might as well make it 41 for the badge, because with the news with Kenny Atkinson and stuff, man, KD, dude. It's when you could have it all and still be insecure about a couple things. Jeez, what a mess when you look back at it. It seems like James Harden's the most mature out of all 3 of those guys. It's fucking weird enough, but 37 minutes a night, 26 points, nearly 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 blocks. More blocks than turnovers. That's going to win you an NBA Finals. And nicely done. Now, let's advance to the offseason. See how it is. Player retirements. Who's retiring? Jamal Crawford. Tyson Chandler, Nene, Udonis Haslem, Marco Bellinelli. I guess Courtney Lee as well. Let's see. So you got some young guys, but yeah, it's mostly guys that are just irrelevant for the younger guys. So staff retirements. Greg Popovich. I mean, hey, it kind of seems fitting, right? Greg Popovich looks to have Tim Duncan or Hammond be the next head coach for the Spurs, and that seems like a nice future anyways. I mean, Hammond's a badass. Tim Duncan's Tim Duncan. I mean, if any superstar Hall of Famer is going to be a coach again, it's it's like the Larry Bird thing. Makes a perfect type of personality for a head coach, Tim Duncan. You got Bob Weiss, 36 years in the league. Jesus. League meetings. So, let's see this. Division winners will get the top 3 playoff seeds. Why would they do that? It's record, dude. Who gives a fuck about... What if your division has 4 of the best teams? That's what sucks. Or 2 of the best teams. You never know. Team odds will be based on standings rules. Yeah, they got rejected. Okay, I guess they want to have more controversy. But it also prevents tanking. Top 13 picks are done through the lotto. Remaining picks are determined by team record. Oh, no, because it's top 15. They were trying to do top 13. Okay. Change the number of fouls required before a player fouls out to 5. Yeah, that... Whoa, yes. Oh, Alrighty. Yeah, so it needs 23. Holy shit, they almost switched that to 5. That would have been really interesting. I mean, Jared Allen would have to retire right fucking away. Good thing we're just going to try to get rid of him. I think he's a free agent with this. Then top 8 teams from each conference seeded 1 to 16 for the playoffs. So that was rejected. I do like that idea though, but at the same time, I do like the idea of East and West league realignment. What's this? No, we're not gonna change that. All right, there we go. Now we got the draft lottery going on here. Let's see what's going on. Let's see the odds, baby. All right, lottery odds right there. So the 14th pick goes to the Pelicans. All right. Ooh, 13th pick also goes to the No, yeah, it's the Pelicans again. This is going to be interesting, man. Pick win in this spot now. So 13, 14. It's unfortunate to have 2 picks in the lottery and you just end up with the last 2. See if I can remember any of these, but the Bucks do have a pick. They had to get it from someone, right? I mean, the Bucks just, yeah, from Indiana. But, like, the Bucks just had a really good season. Interesting. They didn't get top 10 pick, but still. Got the Miami cheat. Utah Jazz. Of course, you know, you never just see the Jazz with the top 5 pick or something. That just happened. I mean, what's the last big top 5 pick they've had? What, Derek Favors or something? Was he even top 5? And Charlotte will stay irrelevant still unless they find themselves a nice little diamond in the rough. You got the Nets. Alrighty, you got 7%, so pretty much it was just luck of the draw for... Yep. Because it was the Celtics getting that. And then bam, Rockets had a pretty high chance. Number 5. There you go. Trailblazers get number 4. Who's on Trailblazers? Now the Rockets get, right? Or no, it's all these Rockets picks. That's what it was. So, yeah, versus the Clippers. The Nets get it. It's interesting. So, damn. Because as the Clippers picked, a Jokic Nets team gets top 3. Holy shit. Now you got Houston at number 2. So, who does that mean? That means the Mavericks get the first overall pick. Holy shit. It's going to be interesting. So now where is our... I don't think we even have... Yeah, the Jazz got our pick at 16. Jesus. Raptors last ones. Alrighty. Staff signing right there. Do we need anybody else? As the head coach, just keep Fizdale, right? I mean, why not, right? We'll keep our staff. Catch up scouting. You don't have to edit prospect, but who should we look for? I mean, could we move Porzingis to the 5? I mean, it'd be interesting. He's got the height and stuff, and his strength isn't amazing, but we'd have to look at a guy that overall B+ and stuff. We could move Porzingis to the 5 and then draft one of these guys. Add the draft board. Might need to look for, again, I just don't want a center that is great. His 3-point shooting is really good. He could be a stretch guy, but good post defense. We'll add him to the draft board, see if he's available. This guy right here is, okay, power forward. It's been added to the, so who's been scouted the most? Got a point guard right here, but still D-Russ with our team. We might need a shooting guard coming soon. Perimeter defense is alright. What about athleticism? I'd like to see really good athleticism. We'll add him to the draft board. Fuck it. And then we'll add this guy to the draft board as well. He should be already picked up by then. So, screw it. We'll do that. Injury concerns. Ankle. Joshua Evans. Jesus, all these guys got. Pre-draft workouts. I mean, who are these guys that attributes? Jesus. We'll get this Gary guy. Francis Mitchell was the guy who was talking about, right? Huh. Attributes. Roberts guy. Out. Now it's time for the NBA draft. Let's get the NBA draft going. Welcome to the draft. All right. So first pick is Herman Globa. And then Wade Stevenson. That guy was gonna go right away. Guy Torres. We'll just have to see how these guys do. I don't. Nope, resume draft. See until our next. Maybe we can get a, maybe we get a gem at the end of this. Five, 10 point guards. It should be interesting. Jamal Forbes. They're just like they're adding in all these fucking like last names with some of these players that are like, how many Aldridges do you know in the NBA? Just the one I know. Alright. And oddly enough, didn't the Spurs have the like 28th pick for a lot of picks in these last couple of drafts? Ooh, a player at a Duke, power forward. Alright, now it's time. Who we scouted the most? Best overall, we got this guy. What's his aggregates look like? Good inside D, his shooting isn't amazing. Overall, B minus. What's the potential though? Where's the potential? Oh, question potential. Do we just go with the center? I mean, he's got good rebounding. How's his athleticism? Physical is not amazing. Because none of these power forwards are amazing shooters compared to the other ones. And we know that the potential is B+ with that guy. Alright, we'll just draft this guy. 7-2, I like it. See if we got any more picks in the second round, some useless picks or something. Ooh, Magic 2 in a row, Sixers 2 in a row. So is that the end of the draft? Yeah, only one fucking pick. So who did we get in the second round? That guy in last name. Little Javier Barea. He's 6'7" though. Nixon 71 overall. Alright, we'll have to develop him. Alright, rookie signing. We'll accept him. We'll bring him on. No player options. No qualifying offers. Alright. Jesus. What does our roster look like right now? Jared Allen's got one more year? Nah. OG is right there, but how much are these guys trying to, like, what's the potential on these dudes? Potential is A+, of course, on D. Russ, but Gary Harris has already got the contract. Will Barton right there. I mean, I like Barton, but let's see if we can pick up. I do not want Markieff Morris again. It's going to be a no. All positions affordable. Jesus. Do we get in as Cantor? Wasn't he on the Knicks, right? Pretty sure he's on the Knicks. Who's got the best potential out of these guys? In his Cantor, I mean. We'll see how much negotiate contract. Ooh. We do not really have good cap room right now. Jesus. Because you guys are just asking for way too much. Biombo, no. Not Damian Jones either. We just got a center. We'll just advance. Fuck it. Alright, here we go. Accepted offers. Pronounce right. Huh. This is interesting. I don't really want to keep Jeremy Lin. Sure, Forbes will be asking for more. Alright. Now Brandon Ingram's right there. I mean, oh, Jesus, the league minimum. Jesus Christ. So, Timberwolves just got Anthony Davis. Holy fuck. So, a team that just lost in the finals with Luka just got Anthony Davis added to their team. So, that's fucking excellent. Clippers get DeMar DeRozan. Spurs get... What the fuck's that? Must be some... Huh. Affordable players. Who can we bring on? Nice. He just wants that big ass contract. Boogie Cousins. It's not gonna work. Sebastian, get over here. Yeah, affordable point guards. Chris Dunn. Let's see, Bryn Forbes. I just don't. Seb. Alright, there we go. Now, first day of free agency. Here we go. Day 1. So, available players now. Who's asking for too much and who's asking for too little? Give me that. No. Alright, let's see if any of these jump down a little bit too much. Pretty sure. So, who are the signed players? So, we're still going to have Barton and company. But I think, overall, I think our team's pretty well set. Who could we even add at this point that would be cheap enough? I don't think anybody. So we'll just go straight to player progression. Screw it. We'll change up a little bit next offseason, but... So there we go. Jared Allen just got a little bit better, which pisses me off. I wanted him to get like 84. Pascal moves his way up. I mean, I could see Jared Allen come off the bench. Porzingis at the 5. Pascal starts at the 4, like a stretch 4 for sure. And Nunaby got a little bit better. Well, Barton really didn't, but at his age, you're not expecting too much progression. Tice a little bit better. Boban, baby, just a little bit better. And then this Nixon guy. So I think if anything, we'll just have Barton come off the bench. Summer League. We'll fill out that automatically. I'm gonna simulate all the fucking way. I don't think much is going on. Ooh. Interesting. See what happens here. Our Knicks team sucks. But we did win. We'll be playing LA. Let's see that. Yeah. What was the box score on that one? Yeah, it's that Glover guy. Got signed. Melly's right there. Pascal. But besides that, yeah, not really much. Nixon's, 4 for 17. My God, sir. And then the winner of the league is Milwaukee. Interesting. All right, let's advance. All-Star City selection. Welcome to New York. There we go. No, that's fucking cool with me. All right, generate rookies. Yeah, let's go to training camps. Jeez, I was over here sitting there. Alright, so perimeter shooting. Who should we work on for big man offense? Nah. Post hook. I mean, he's gonna have to work on that. Perimeter shooting. Team does not have any drills in. What the fuck? Alright. Made Jared Allen a little bit better for this one. Don't know what I'm doing. Alright, let's see who we can sign for free agency. It's our roster. It's filled with a lot of role guys, and hopefully these two can get up to 90. Let's look at free agents. Now. Yeah, the cap room's already negative. We can't even sign anybody. Cody Martin. Who's expecting the minimum that's at the highest overall? Yeah, it's just not going to work out. Fuck it. So there you go. First game, we get the Celtics right here with LeBron, Jamal Murray. Vooch is there too. I mean, we saw LeBron shit on us last time, so just have to see how that goes. But overall, I mean, hey, let's look at power rankings heading into the city. League news. There we go. Let's do, yeah, LeBron's team, number 1. Where are we on this? This is NBA.com's. New York Knicks ranked as the last team. Oh my. It's not looking all too well right now, but fuck it. What about 2K Sports? We got to get a little bit more love. There we go, 2K. I love it. Whoever the fuck this guy is. Moving us up the board. Yeah, we made the fucking playoffs last time. So there we go. Be a game against LeBron and company. Should be interesting. Should be really interesting. I don't know if that'll be the next game to show or whatever. But yeah, that is it. See, we can look at the rosters. This Timberwolves team looks dirty. I mean, Wendell Carter, John Morant, Anthony Davis. That's my team to win the title. That's just too easy to pick up at this point. And Ingram got picked up by the Trailblazers. I think he was already on the Trailblazers. And then Warriors and company. Alright. 8. And the top players, any progression on them, KD got a little bit better. But, you know, all you have to do is motivate KD and then it'll be a done deal. But these two right here, this double-headed monster between these two, I mean, 21, 27 years old, there's just... It'll be hard to build around to set up for that, but my God. Alright, as always, fellas, hopefully y'all enjoyed the off-season video. Put some music on top of this just in the background, you know. I just can't have any of the music for the game audio, unfortunately, for copyright. As always, take care, you know, be grateful for everything that comes to you, and, you know, keep in contact with your family these next couple of months. You just never know.